Okay, so what we're going to do is just a quick video review on how to use the Ti-Nspire to solve a linear equation, a system of equations, and a quadratic equation. So what we see on the left here is a pair of parallel lines. What we have here are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are congruent, and so we can make our equation 2x plus 25 is equal to 80. We're now going to solve that on the TI. Very simple, you could do it algebraically, but just to review how to use the calculator. So what I want to do is either go in the scratch pad to the calculate menu or a new document. It doesn't matter which of the two. I'm just going to use the calculate. So what I want to do is say menu, algebra, and I want to solve. I need to type this equation in. So 2x plus 25 equals 80. That's going to be the equation that I'm looking to solve. You then need to put in comma x, because x is the variable in the equation, and we are instructing the calculator to solve for x in this equation. Hit enter, and we have our answer 55/2. If you want, of course, if you hit enter and you push Control Enter, you'll see the approximation sign. It will give you the decimal answer. That depends what mode your calculator is in. You could have it in the approximate mode, in which case it'll go straight to the decimal. So that gives us our answer of x equals 27.5. Let's go to the second one. The second one, in this particular case, we are given an isosceles triangle using the isosceles triangle biconditional. Hopefully you realize that the congruent sides, y squared minus y, must equal 12. This is a quadratic equation because of the squared, and so the procedure for solving is essentially the same as for solving a linear equation. I'm going to go menu, algebra, solve, and I'm going to type in this equation. So we have y squared minus y equals 12. Put in the comma and put in y, because this time we're solving for y. We hit enter. Of course, now we're going to get two answers to the equation because it's quadratic. So y is minus 3 or 4. Come back over here, y is equal to minus 3 or 4. And we must now test whether these answers are acceptable or not. So if I were to substitute in minus 3 over here, I'm going to end up with minus 3 squared minus 3, which is going to give me an answer of 12, which is perfectly acceptable. But if I were to substitute that minus 3 in here, I'm going to get a length of minus 6, which is of course unacceptable. And so minus 3 has to be eliminated as an extraneous solution. If we test 4, 4 squared minus 4 is going to give us 12. 2 times 4 is going to give us 8. And so the 4 value works, and our final solution is y equals 4. But because it's quadratic, we must show both and then eliminate minus 3 as extraneous. Okay, and then the final question. In this particular case, we're going to end up with a system of equations. So once again, we've got parallel lines. We're going to use the fun rule. By corresponding angles, we have the F shape, so flipped upside down. One of our equations is going to be 5x plus 30 equals 9y plus 20. And then what we could do is use a different rule in the fun rule. We're now going to focus on the U, the consecutive interior angles, and the rule with consecutive interior angles is that if the angles are consecutive interior between parallel lines, then they are going to add to 180 degrees. Now we have our system of two equations, and we're going to go ahead and solve that on the calculator. So if I come over here, slightly different now, menu, algebra is the same start, but this time I want a system of equations, and it is a system of linear equations. Two equations, as you can see, two variables, in this case x and y. So we click OK, and now we need to enter the two equations. So 5x plus 30 is equal to 9y plus 20. Second equation, 4x plus 6 plus 9y plus 20 is equal to 180. Always be careful that you enter the correct equations. Of course, wrong equations will cause you to have the wrong answers for your equations. And so now I hit enter, x comma y, which means the x value is 16 and the y value is of course 10. So x is equal to 16, y is equal to 10, and that is how you solve linear equations, quadratic equations, and systems of equations on the Ti-Nspire.